So let me ask you, where are you from, though?
Kenya.
Oh my goodness, so you're
Yeah.
from Kenya. Oh
I
man.
say I say Asante Sana.
Oh, that's Kenyan. You
Yeah.
know, I love that country. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I love the country. I haven't been there. Yeah, I'm working with a passionate lady from Kenya.
Uh-huh.
She's into honey. This lady, she's already in about 10 stores already in the US. And she's working hard to get her product to the mainstream, and I'm working with her. A lot of passionate Kenyan people, you know. I love the people. I love the people.
Majuu, 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 Majuu. Now welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. The shows that's untouchable like Kelly and Ness. From New York to London, we bring you the best. The originator, perpetrator, put me to the test. I see a skill, I'm cool. Huvunjika guu, listen up, listen up. Weka mikono juu juu, show ni majuu. Ndani ya gari, angalia juu tu. Ni mawingu, kata pingu. Tunapaa, up tunapaa. Far far away, huko overseas. Lakini sisi bado ni mabis from the east. So sit back, relax, and take it easy.
Welcome to Radio Majuu. If it's Monday, it's Radio Majuu, and I'm your host, George Gichobi, and welcome to Radio Majuu, One Voice Hour in conjunction with One Voice Consortium. I have my guest here. I don't want to mess up his name, but I'll let him introduce himself, and welcome to the show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on your show. My name is Gbenga Omotayo, and I'm the Executive Director of the U.S. Africa Trade and Business Network. We are in New York and New Jersey, and basically we facilitate trade and investment opportunities for Africans in the diaspora and those on the continent. So if you're looking to do business, you're looking for funding for capital project, you're looking to export or import, those are the things that we do. And one of the ways we do this is through the U.S. Africa Business Week, which is an event that happens in New York during the United Nations General Assembly. Thank you.
All right. So we had the pleasure of having you with us last time we were in New York. So what are the key takeaways that we had from that expo, and what do we bring forward to the upcoming one?
Awesome. Yeah. So One Voice Consortium Expo in New York was great. Thanks to the organizers, especially Dr. Robert Shuri.
Big up, Dr. Shuri.
Yes, Shuri, yes. The expo reinforced the African entrepreneurs and diaspora leaders eager to collaborate. That's all I can take out of it, because I saw people from different backgrounds, from different countries within the continent, coming together to make it a success. Like I always say, the missing part, the missing link is having a structured platform to connect people to global markets. And the conversation highlighted both the opportunities in critical sectors like the critical minerals, like food, energy, and digital trade, and the gap that we must bridge with partnership financing and policy support. So that's my takeaway.
Wow. All right. Let me see if I'm going to say your name right. Gbenga Omotayo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Exactly. Yes.
All right. That is West African, right?
It's a Nigerian name.
Nigerian name. Oh, okay. All right. Well, welcome to the show one more time. If you're joining us, this is Radio Majuu, the One Voice Hour, in conjunction with OVC, the One Voice Consortium, and we had the pleasure of having Mr. Omotayo at our One Voice Consortium Expo in New York. So, what inspired you to launch the U.S. Africa Business Expo back in 2019?
The simple answer is that I saw a gap.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a gap. Why we have this high level U.S. Africa summit happening all over the place across the continent. But the
Mhm.
challenge is that it's not directly impacting the life of the people, where they could gain direct exposure, they could find buyers and enter the US market.
Mhm.
And so we created the US Africa Business Week to meet that demand. I went to an event. I always tell these stories. I went to an event in Florida. This
Yeah.
is an expo that has been happening for over 18 years.
Yeah.
And a group of African women, French speaking African women, came to that expo. They brought a product to sell. And I remember the guy from the CBD, which is the Customs and Border Protection,
Yeah.
analyzed their product, and he told them, no, you cannot sell this product in the US. These products are not hygienic enough. They're not properly packaged. The labeling does not meet FDA standards. And I began to wonder, why would an event that has been happening for this long is not teaching the people what they need to do to get product to the US market? And I found out that there's market for African products, goods and services, but there is no education to teach them what they need to do to be able to get their product to market. So that was the inspiration for me when I saw those women. Some of them were crying because now they brought a lot of product. They wanted to sell them and they can't take it back. They paid for hotel, flight, and things of that nature. And that's what led to the US Africa Business Week, because the week is not just bringing presidents and ministers, even though we welcome them so they can help shape policies, but it's so much about the exhibition part where African products and services that have been prepared and ready for the US market are showcased so that those who are looking to buy, either you want to buy retail or wholesale, can buy those products. And while this is going on, we also have seminars and conferences that is teaching them how to package product, how to label product, how to do marketing so that they can succeed, so that the people, the real people that drive the economy, the small businesses, can be impacted in a positive way.
Wow. That is so this is like finished product or raw materials or any kind of products?
It's both ways. Even though you and I know that the African continent, across different countries, they're pushing for non-oil exports, especially in my own country. But what we see happen is that even though they are pushing for non-oil exports, the goods.
I'll say that again. I can't catch you. None what?
No, non-oil. So in Nigeria, crude oil is mostly our source of generating foreign exchange.
Yeah. Okay, so apart from oil, is that what you mean? Okay.
Exactly. So they want people to diversify.
Okay, perfect.
From that to value-added product. So instead of selling just cocoa, right? You can turn it into chocolate, and when you do that, you get more money when you sell it.
The value addition.
The value addition, and then you can employ more people within the economy. So so this has always been the push from the government. So our intent is that the focus should be on the value addition product. But what we see happen is there's still a lot of exportation of commodities that are still in their raw form, which we can't stop, but we continue to drive that narrative that product should be value added, and so that they can sell retail ready products that are ready for retail, that has been packaged in a way that consumers can buy them.
Wow. Right off the top of my head, I can think of out of East Africa or Kenya in particular, of a whole different types of products. Not even the you say non-oil, I say non-coffee, non-tea, because those are the people are used to those ones.
Yes.
So there's a whole slew of other products.
So you would say
non-tea or coffee,
raw coffee or raw tea. It should be packaged into retail forms so that the factories can hire people, and then when you sell coffee that has been roasted and grounded, you make more money, right, than you just selling it in raw form. And when it gets here, the people who are adding value to them don't even give Kenya credit. Don't
They
even let anybody know that this
no
came from
no no
Kenya.
no. They just put it on the shelf. This is superior coffee. Try it, and boom,
Superior copy from exactly, and
yeah.
you wouldn't know exactly. That's the
I
story.
have I have a couple of products. I don't know if I should say them here, and then somebody's gonna run with my idea. But it's good to share. There's enough for everybody. So
Why not?
there's a whole slew of products that maybe we can discuss. But maybe we can look forward to the U.S. Africa Business Expo and see how we can share that. So you seem to have your work cut out for you. Over the past 6 editions, how have you grown in terms of impact and participation? Because this is a growth sector that has to be really activated.
Yeah, thank you for that question. So, from a small gathering of people in 2019, the U.S. Business Week has now hosted over 10,000 participants across 12 countries in Africa. We've facilitated over $1 million in trade deals. We've helped over 80 African brands gain U.S. market exposure. And each year, our reach has always increased, not only in attendance, but also in the quality of connections. And we have a lot of success stories to back that up. We've trained, we did an incubation just to see how the U.S. market would embrace product coming from Africa. We did an incubation at a mall that is predominantly Caucasian audience, non-African audience, and we tested this product, and it would have surprised you to know that virtually everyone knows our product. They know shea butter, they know black soap, they know moringa, they know all these great health benefit product with health benefit, and so many commodities out of Africa. So we've done quite a lot of work, and we continue to do that as well.
Wow. So what do we expect from the upcoming 7th edition? Is it in September?
Yes. So over the years, we found out that, just like I told you, why we continue to focus on the small and medium enterprises, the MSMEs, because we think that they are the ones that have been overlooked over the years.
Yeah.
Why we continue to do that, but this year we're doing something different. We're going to focus not just on them, but we will focus on the policymakers, the presidents, the ministers of trade and critical minerals, so that, because we found out that, in the US, right, you have SBAs, Small Business Administration, you have Exim Bank, you have a lot of systems in place to help US product expand into global market. But from the African side, there is still need for more support for small businesses. And we know that the people who can do it are the policymakers, the ministers, the head of agencies, the president. So we are hosting a high-level roundtable this year, which we haven't done before. We're going to do that so we can bring all these leaders to the table, and we can explain to them the need for them to create policies that would readily help them fulfill what they're trying to do. They're all preaching that they want to sell value-added product, but they're not giving support to the Africans who are trying. They're giving support, but that support could be improved on, right, in a way that when Africans try to export product into the US, they can succeed. There are countries in the world that when you want to do these things, they have funding ready for you, they have a warehouse for you, they have experts ready to help you do all the things you need to do, logistics, and so many other support. And that's what this high level is going to be about. That's on one day. And on the second day, we would continue to have our traditional exhibition, which would be for MSMEs and SMEs, even those on the diaspora, the underserved, to sell their product. And what we're also doing differently is that in the past, our exhibition would be indoor, inside a building. But this time around, we're making it open. It's going to be free. It's going to be accessible to everyone. So people walking on the street, they can actually come in and see this product without having to register or go into a room to access this product. So this is what we're doing differently this year, and we're very excited about it.
Wow. So at the entrance closed, or if somebody has some product that he wants to showcase, is there any way that they can sign up?
So the first day is on Saturday, September 20th. That's for the exhibition. It's free to attend, right? However, to exhibit, you have to register so you can get a space for you to do your exhibition. So there's a cost to exhibiting, but to attend is free, for that part.
Okay.
And for the Saturday, now that's the day one on Saturday, September 20th. The second day is on Monday, September 22nd. That too is free, but it's high level. It's RSVP only. If you have anything you want to offer, maybe you have funding, you are an investor, and you're looking into investing on the continent, we welcome you. You just go to the website usafricabusinessweek.org. You would express your interest. And also, if you have capital project on the continent that you're looking for funding, or you have product you're looking for distributor, or whatever you're looking for, you would also need to register. We would capture your details. Then back end, we would sit down, look at what you have so that we can properly match you, right? Match make you ahead of the event, so that on the day of event, we can basically have a little clusters of meetings, because the intent is to have as many letter of intent or MOUs signed, so that this will not just be an event like any other where people will come, take pictures and be happy, but there's nothing that would happen afterwards. The goal is for us that when this event is over, there'll be so many things in the pipeline that we need to follow up on, and that's what we're working at towards.
Wow, that is incredible, man. I'm glad to have you on our show. Gbenga Omotayo, welcome to Radio Majuu one more time. If you're locked in, this is the voice of diaspora, where we go beyond diaspora. And when we go beyond diaspora, obviously there's nowhere else to go but back to the motherland. So this SMEs and MMEs are based in the motherland or based in the diaspora, or it doesn't matter at this point?
So our core target are people of African descent.
Okay.
So whether you are an African who is historically an African, or you're an African who is in the diaspora, you are all welcome, because we believe that people of African descent need to be heard more. Their voices needs to be heard more. Their creativity needs to be showcased more. And so some of the attendees will be coming from the continent, anywhere in Africa, and some will be coming within the United States as well.
Wow, I'm in the creative space, in the media landscape, so I would like to see more of that, or as part of the solution to help the African motherland and the diaspora. That will be a very, very good thing. So you explained about the roundtable and how it's going to pan out in New York in the upcoming UBW, and how does UBW create real opportunities and open markets for SMEs and MSMEs?
Yeah, so we go beyond just talking. Like I told you, this event is created in a way that is going to be action driven. We're not just going to be having panel and talking. Yeah. We are already doing the work now. We are looking into the attendees list, and we're already matching them up with opportunities, so that on the day of event, you would be paired with other folks who are interested in what you're looking to sell or what you're looking to buy, right? And we connect exporters to US importers, and we help them to show.
It's like a connection.
Exactly. B2B matchmaking. And we have them
business matchmaking. That's a good
exactly
word.
to help them
We can launch an
talent.
app. There's an idea right there.
You
Okay,
know,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, that's fine. You're right. And like I told you, beyond the event, we do a lot of compliance training. We do a lot of training. We do webinars. We teach people how to do packaging, how to label their product, how to generate a nutritional label, how to do marketing, how to identify buyers. And like I said, we even have to facilitate MOUs and contract, right? And so many people coming to this event, they walk away, not just with contact, right? But with business deals and market entry pathways. This is how we make the difference. And that's what we're doing.
Wow, that makes absolute sense, because that's the business part of it. Because you have a product, you don't just go up there and put it on the table and hope it's gonna sell. You have to follow
Exactly.
up and get the contract signed. And how do you go step one and step two? And I have a secret product. Maybe I will come to New York and
Yeah.
launch it there, because I need packaging. I need it in a gel. I need it in a powder. I need it in a. I was doing my own research before, but maybe if I get some more expertise, I can get some more information about how to get it to market. Because
Absolutely. So we have what we call the hub. The hub is a place where we encourage people like yourself to join, because in the hub we have folks who are experts in different space in the value chain. So some are into logistics, some are into packaging, some are into labeling, and on and on, and product development. And so this is a hub where we share as many information as possible. And you are welcome to join, because we have a good number of people there, and we continue to give them value, all free. And that's
count
part of
me,
the exactly.
count me in. I will be in the hub. Definitely. All right. If you're joining us right now, I got my guest, Gbenga Omotayo. I'm your host, George Kichobi. And if you're watching, this is Radio Majuu, the voice of the diaspora, on the One Voice Hour with OVC One Voice Consortium. We're doing very good, and we're looking forward to this very, very exciting expo, which brings together different parts of the business industry in terms of distributing and selling and buying products from Africa to the US market. And this is a very huge market. So welcome one more time, Mr. Gbenga, and I hope we could share more stories with you. But right now, is there one success story that you might share as an example of what the previous expo reflects and its impact?
There's so many success stories I can share.
Maybe one.
One. There's so many success stories I can share.
Maybe one.
One. The most recent one was a connection we facilitated with a governor, a state in Nigeria, Plateau State to be specific, with an organization here that gives funding to those through carbon credit. I'm not going to be able to speak too much about that, but people would understand what I mean by carbon credit. There's an opportunity for a lot of states and government. If you have a vast land, arable lands, and you have an ocean, you can get a lot of funding, coming in as carbon credit, which you can monetize. So we facilitated a deal like that, which is several $1 million for that state. It's still ongoing, but that's the type of connections that we make. I can also share with you a skincare brand that showcased at our event, and they secured a US distributor within weeks. I can also share with you a group of African women that came from Abuja, Nigeria, and they were under a chamber of commerce, and they came in here, and one of our attendees, that was in 2013, gave them a deal of $50,000 on the spot just to supply local Nigerian cassava that has been grated. We call it gari. There's so many of these of these success stories that we could share. But I know you asked for one. I gave you three. I think I gave you four.
That is okay. The more the merrier. The more success stories that we have out there, the better. And I believe the time is now for Africa and Africa to be successful. Obviously, the gap is in the funding, but you have said that it's also being addressed on the back end of it. So I think that is a good thing, because we need the funds to move these products. Yeah. So are there any new partnerships, sponsors, or initiative that you're particularly excited about this year?
Yes. So we have a lot of partners, including the U.S. government, agencies within the U.S. government. This year we're focusing on critical minerals, because it's very critical, just like it says. And so we want to ensure that, and you and I know that a lot of these resources comes from the continent. And so we want to make sure that our leaders, when they go to the table to negotiate, they can understand how they can maximize what they have to bring to the table, other than just giving away their raw materials, how they can properly manage that. So we are looking to bringing in right network of people within agencies in the U.S. government, within the African continent, the UNDP, the New York City government, and so many, and a lot of other private sectors opportunities and relationships that we're bringing to the table.
Wow. Obviously, African governments need to step up big time. I know in Kenya the blue economy is big over there right now. The minister is really putting in a lot of work there. Food Security Consortium, that's also a big part of it, and I have my secret ingredients. So I will do a big reveal on. I will launch it during the expo. Okay, all right, very good. Yeah, we're coming to the end of the show right now. It's been very exciting to have my guest here, and from the U.S. Africa Roundtable, which will be on Monday, September 22nd. I hope if you are in the tri-state area, maybe even if you're in the U.S. area, and you can make it to New York, you are most welcome to the Big Apple. I'm your host, George Gichobi, and this is Radio Majuu. So maybe one or two questions, and then I can let you go, because I know you're busy. So on the one hand, we have the African entrepreneurs, especially those in the diaspora, okay, and count me in on that one. I will engage you on the side. So how do they get involved or benefit from this year's expo?
There are multiple ways you can be part of this, and the simple answer is to just show up.
Okay.
Show up. You can showcase. You can exhibit your product. Like I said, at the Open Here Expo. Okay. You can pitch at our roundtable, because we have a couple of investors who are interested in startups, especially those that are based in Africa. So the plan is to have a roundtable where they can pitch their products and startups, right? You can join our matchmaking session, like I told you, we got
an app for that.
Exactly. And then you can access our training on exporting to the USA. We have a whole lot of training that we have we are put together that is curated just to help our people, and it's a chance to earn in dollars. And expand beyond your local base, right? Yes. And we're doing this not alone. We have a lot of partners, chambers of commerces. We have the New York Africa Chamber of Commerce. We have Diaspora Investor Network. We have the One Voice Consortium. Like I said, we have U.S. corporations.
You got the One Voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have our own network, the U.S. Africa Diaspora Business Network, that will be part of this, and so many other partners that we're working with.
So apart from the U.S., Africa Business Expo. What is the organization behind that? Does it share the same name?
Oh no. So that's a good question. So basically, the corporate name is U.S. Africa Trade and Business Network. Right. To make it easy for people to pronounce, we use an alias, and the alias is US Africa Hub. So if you go to usafricahub.com, or if you go to US Africa Hub on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, you will find our handle. So the name publicly is US Africa Hub, but the official registered name is US Africa Trade and Business Network, and we are also in consultative status with the United Nations ECOSOC. We are a 501c3, and we are in partnership with Paysetters XM, which is Paysetters Export and Import LLC, and so many other organizations like that.
Wow. Okay. So this might sound like a dumb question, but let me dive in anyway. We're not only talking about like agricultural products in this trade. It can be any kind of product.
It can be any kind of product.
Services?
Oh yeah, we on the product side, on the goods side, the predominant ones are the agricultural based products, right? Which could be any of the things we've been talking about, either already packaged for retail or still for as commodity or semi-processed. That's on the food side. It could be beauty product, like the black soap, like the shea butter, like the essential oils.
I'm in the beauty space.
Oh, you're in the
yeah, with my idea.
Okay, that's very good. And it could also be
you mentioned minerals.
Yeah, critical minerals, absolutely.
That's a whole nother maybe show we can do on minerals, because it's a touchy issue because of the they've been extracting all these minerals and people are really not benefiting from them, especially the ones who live on that land. So that's a whole another show that we can have.
It is, and that's why we're bringing experts into a critical minerals roundtable. So the high level event on the 22nd has two sessions, the morning session and afternoon session. The morning session will focus on trade and investment, the whole value chain, everything, packaging, labeling, distribution, and all of that. The afternoon session is focusing on critical minerals, just to
critical minerals. Okay, emphasis on critical.
Critical, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We need to dig, literally dig into this and get into those critical minerals. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Omotayo, for coming to our show one more time, and definitely we will be attending the Open Air Expo in New York on September 20th, and this is the 7th edition. So you're going, and we wish you all the success that because this is an idea that whose time has come. Maybe the time has even passed. If we empower people in this way and in the right way, doing good business, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So fintech. Kind of services, real estate, are those also featured?
Absolutely. So in the past we've had an exclusive session on real estate opportunity in Africa, and we brought a couple of developers to come and showcase some of these opportunities. It would amaze you that what we spend in this country in a month is more than enough for you to live like a king in a year on the continent.
Yes.
Over there, you buy a house here, it's on mortgage, and when you're done paying your mortgage, you continue to pay taxes, you continue to pay a whole lot of, and you don't even own it, right?
Yeah.
But over there, you buy your real estate, you buy it one time, you own it, it belongs to you. So it's very attractive to people in the diaspora. And we know that a lot of the people in the diaspora, they're looking to go back, they're looking to invest, And so one of the areas is real estate. We have brought those opportunities to them, and we continue to do that. The other area is in the service sector. You find out that a lot of Africa has the youngest population right now, and many of them they are under the age of 30, and they're very savvy with technology. And so you find out that people in the diaspora, even the people who are in the mainstream, they are always looking for services like graphic design, web design, web development, software development, and things of that nature. So what we have done for the past 3 years, we also did it last year, was to showcase the opportunity for you and I to work with the service sector. Because even here, the professionals that are doing the accounting, the auditing, and this critical role, a lot of them are Africans, right? And so we are letting the world know that there is a whole lot of opportunity for you to, because since COVID, when there was a disruption in the value chain, right, and supply routes, especially from China, and even with this current tariff situation, a lot of organizations are looking beyond those traditional routes into alternative sources where they can source cheaper, right? They can source cheaper and they can secure their data and infrastructure. And Africa right now provides such great opportunity. So the service sector is very attractive. We continue to educate our people. We continue to even tell our government, let them put the infrastructure in place. Fiber optics, high-speed internet, consistent power, enabling environment. And so you can be sitting in Nairobi and you're dealing with a company in Florida or DC, and you're serving them, because most people in that space, they work remotely. You work remotely, you don't go to the office. So why can't that service? And just so you know, people don't know this, any service you provide outside of a country is an export. And it has to be treated like that. Any product, any service you render, whether consulting or any form that is being delivered to someone or an organization outside of the home country is an export product. It's an export, and it has to be treated that way.
As such.
As such, there is nothing different, and that's what the U.S. government is doing. The U.S. Export and Import Bank, they provide support, loans, grants, training opportunity for exporters. When you're registering, the first thing they're going to find out is, are you exporting goods or services? Because they're the same to them. And that's how we also have to see this opportunity. It may be difficult for you to package products, to label them to meet the US standard. But when it comes to service, you don't have those challenges. You can deliver your service as an export. And the government needs to look into that as an alternative source of revenue generation for the continent.
Too many things to talk about, but obviously if people want to get more information, they can obviously sign up, register for the US Africa Expo and the US Africa Roundtable. And of course, a big shout out to my guest for today, Mr. Gbenga Omotayo, and I'm your host, George Gichobi. So before we go, and getting back to that, the only reason I'm asking is because we've been involved in a lot of meetings, expos that highlighted a lot about real estate. We had a gentleman from East Africa. They're doing a very big project. It's called the Pingo Ridge, developing all these lovely houses and manufacturing, leisure, luxurious villas, malls, and that was very interesting. And then also there's another guy developing an app, Jutal from Sudan. He's putting in another app. There's another investment avenue where you transfer money and you follow it up. Where is it going? What is it doing? Is it effective? Is it just a remittance? and then we had the what you call this guy, Daring Abroad. We just had a conference in DC on Saturday, and he had all these people like a Beat 360, and Mr. Karenga was talking about how the U.S. government is the biggest business partner you can ever have. They have like 700 million in business that they give, and these are not big things. They're not F-15s you're supplying. It's something like products, services, and people can actually get into this space. So that was what I was getting to, and it looks like some of these things will be addressed in the expo. Well, thank you so much for coming through, Mr. Omotayo, and hopefully we'll meet again. We'll do a side chat, and we'll see how we can get some of my business going, because I need help. I need help with getting the product off the ground, processing it, shipping it, and obviously marketing and distribution when it gets here. So I'm green like that, but with the right information and with following the right steps, I'm sure we can get there. All right, where can listeners go to register for the Open Air Expo or apply for the round table session?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Now it's usafricabusinessweek.org. All one word, usafricabusinessweek.org. And right there on the website, you can register for the free exhibition, or you can apply to attend the roundtable as well.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, thank you so much. If you're joining us, catching us at the end of the show, this has been the One Voice Hour, and I am George Gichobi of Radio Majuu. Check us out on the website, obviously www.radiomajuu.com, and all media. Social media platforms, and we'll be following up with Mr. Omotayo on the US Africa Expo. Thank you for coming through, and we'll see you on the other side. Asante san.
Udabo.
Okay. All right. Udabo.
Remember, you're building His image and likeness. God is love and love is God, and God is in all of us. So bring out the G in you. I'm your boy, O Genius, Blast Master G. Peace, bless, see you later.